Hey everybody, David from Men at Home in Maine here again. Matt made an awesome post the other day on Instagram talking about how you don't have to be any good at contact balls to get some of the benefits out of them. And I wanted to elaborate and overspeak on that a little bit for you. I'm going to go through a couple of the different sizes of contact balls and exactly how I use them from a mental perspective and show you some of the reasons why. Be as brief as possible, but as my other videos have shown, love to talk. Okay, so clearly we have a bunch of balls, okay? And one of the first things I'm going to point you to in the type of contact ball movement that I'm using is this book right here. This is available on Amazon, and you may want to pick it up. The reason I say so is that understanding acupuncture points within the hand is one of the best ways that you'll find both mental and physical relief from using contact balls. As you can see from this book here, these are the contact points. These are the acupuncture contact points of your hand, okay? So obviously a spherical object moving around in your hand is going to hit these points if done properly. This allows you to get the benefits of acupuncture while also developing dexterity and strength within your hands and additional grip strength. So very briefly, in front of us here we have a number of different balls starting from the 35 millimeter balls, 40 millimeter balls, 50 millimeters, and all the way up to the 70s. The brasses actually happen to be a 42. They're a tiny bit larger. Those were a Luxac item, okay? I play a contact game with these balls. In some people, you will see them rotating the balls in their hands with no contact. Although I enjoy that style of play, I think for the mental clarity aspect of things, mashing the balls together to hit those contact points is very important. So a lot of size is going to depend on the size of your hand. My hand is a little bit above average in size, and it does have a good amount of dexterity and strength. So I prefer 40, 50, and sometimes a 70 millimeter balls depending on what I'm doing for that particular day. However, even with 35 millimeter titanium balls, which are very light, you can see that by simply grabbing them and holding them in your hand, I have most of those acupuncture contact points covered. And then by grinding them around, I am moving with momentum on the contact points, the acupuncture contact points. And you can feel the releasing from there. In general, the motion is to be moved from the thumb towards your pinky finger is the Chinese medical way of moving through the contact points in your hands. So again, this is even with 35 millimeter tie, you will begin to get benefits from doing so. As you move up in size into the 40s and the 50s and the 70s, you're adding a significant amount of weight, even though the size difference isn't that much bigger, which allows, again, further grip strength development and heavier contact on those contact points in your hand. So, for instance, at 50 millimeters, I'm sure the balls will move, at 50 millimeters, it's obvious to see that all of those acupuncture contact points are currently being met just by holding the balls. So even if I was just to pulse my hands tightly on the balls, I can get some of that acupuncture type relief. However, I enjoy moving things around. This is a little bit boring. So simply rotating the balls, allowing no clacking. You want to hear the constant grind of the balls together is forcing the balls onto those acupuncture contact sites. And I would say 90 seconds, 120 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever you can muster for time will be of benefit, okay? Going both ways is obviously tremendous to do. I'm unable to keep it quite as tight moving in the other direction. So I tend, when I'm looking for physical relief, to be moving them in the same direction. You can do them palm up. You can do them sideways. And you can get to the point where you can do them upside down. My grip is extremely tired right now, so to show you upside down, I'm going to move to the 40s. These are copper 40s. Again, these are all Aroundsquare products. But if these, again, covering all the points, are grinding in my hand, just being moved around, I can come sideways. And then to also feel forearm and bicep movement, when you come upside down, this is a workout for your forearms and your fingers. You can see I'm tired, so it's becoming difficult. But my hand is burning. I can feel the veins and the muscles in my hands working. You can see them begin to develop and work. And obviously, having that much pressure on contact points for an extended period of time gives a great amount of relief. And that's where I think the 70s are actually something initially I thought would only be a gym item. But the sheer weight of them don't even require you to have to mash them together. Simply rotating them in your hand goes across all acupuncture points with a solid amount of weight. You can begin to move these sideways. I have an idea of trying to do them upside down. I'm not sure if that's going to work out. I can already feel my bicep tightening from keeping my elbow at a 90-degree angle. My forearms are starting to expand, and my fingers feel amazing. I will get tired after about 30 seconds of this. Going in both directions is easier with the larger balls, especially when trying to maintain the contact points, because the balls are they're as big, if not bigger, than your hand. So anyway, a quick introduction about how you don't have to be good at all to get phenomenal mental and physical benefits out of the contact balls. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to you guys later.